regular guest on Great Day, but recently he turned the tables on me, and I was a guest on his weekly radio show, Health and Wellness Solutions. I also got a chance to tour the Hotze Health and Wellness Center.
So I've appeared on your show many times, and now you're returning the favor and allowing me to, you're appearing on my show, so we're glad to have you.
You know, when you say great day, I used to wake up and not have great days, you know, and because of this topic we're talking about today, and that is hypothyroidism, and I went everywhere. I kept thinking, what happened to me? Because, you know, I always had so much energy, I always had, you know, so much fun, never depressed, all that type of stuff. And I remember seeing you on Great Day even before I started hosting it. And I saw you in the hallway one day, and I said, thank you for spreading the word, because I was so out of it. But it was the day that I took my medication, the very first day that I took the medication.
Thyroid medication, it was like a new day.
I wasn't falling asleep at traffic lights anymore. The depression went away. It took some time for my hair to grow back, but I could not believe that it was that simple.
Most physicians want to hear about one symptom and try to give you a solution for that, which would be a drug solution to palliate the problem. What we like to do is when individuals find out about the possibility that they may have low thyroid, which is the most unrecognized problem in America, and it's the most commonly misdiagnosed problem in America.
And talk about that
particularly
test,
in women.
Because the problem is a lot of people go and they think that's what it is, and they're told, no, you're within the range.
That's right. The blood test, in our opinion, and from our medical judgment, does in no way tell the physician how the patient is doing intracellularly within the cells. The blood test tells you how much thyroid you have in your blood. It doesn't tell you what's in the cells and how it's working in the cells. Who does that? The patient, by how the patient feels. So when individuals hear about this, they call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, and they listen to new guests. They visit with new guest consultants. We have 4 new guest consultants that will spend 30 minutes or an hour with them to see if they really match up, if what their symptoms have relate to problems that we treat. So when our doctors come in to see you, they have already reviewed all your medical history, and they can spend 45 minutes or an hour with you listening to you and spending time to try to discover what your symptoms relate to. And if they do have those symptoms, even before the blood tests are completed, we will start them on bioidentical hormones to replenish their natural occurring sex hormones, and also on thyroid if that's indicated by their clinical history.
You mentioned one thing of getting the proper doses and the right I even hesitate to call it medication, because it really it's hormone replacement.
It's
what
hormone
you
replacement.
Lacking.
And we use, as you know, bioidentical hormones. Hormones exist in nature, and they have a molecular structure. What the drug companies have done have chemically changed the molecular structure of the hormone so the molecule is different than the natural occurring molecule. It's really a drug. Well, if you ask the women and men who have been on counterfeit hormones how they feel when you switch them to bioidentical hormones, it's a world of difference.
The other stuff didn't work for me.
It doesn't, because it's not natural to the human body.
Speaking of what else we put in our body, you also have the physician's preference vitamin store, because we're all being told that we need to, you know, add more to our nutrition through vitamins, but half the time we don't really know what we're taking.
We recommend vitamins, minerals, and nutrient supplementation. We think that's very important, very helpful, and there are thousands of medical studies that shows the benefit of that. All these vitamins and minerals and nutrients are important for biochemical reactions in our body, and we don't make them. We have to take them from some exogenous source and put them into our body. And a simple way to do it is to take a good B-complex multivitamin, take vitamin C, and we have a whole recommendation and regimen of vitamins that we use here that we think are very helpful. And to see what I use, you'd be shocked.
You know, recently they said women don't need to have a mammogram until they're 50. You disagree with that, but you also have a different take on whether they should have a mammogram at all.
I would say routine mammograms should be questioned, because they do expose a woman to radiation. Why don't we come up with an alternative approach? And there is an alternative, and it's called thermography. Thermograms, thermal meaning heat. So it measures the heat coming off the breast, and we can get pictures of the breast just like you do on a mammogram. We get pictures and see the hot spots and the cold spots on the breast, and we know that we have a problem, and we can follow that. There is a place for mammograms, but I think routine mammograms should probably be replaced with routine thermograms, which give no radiation and they're non-invasive, and you don't press or damage a woman's breast when you do the exam.
Sounds like basic medicine.
It's the way it ought to be, I think.
So we were talking about, you know, the change right here in the audience. And so do you know what he was talking about when we were talking about the change?
I'm wondering if you ever really go through it.
You mean you get to the other side?
Get to the other side.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you can if you get the right help. What about you?
Well, you go through it and you come back and you go through it again.
Oh, okay. All right. You can catch Dr. Hotze's weekly radio show, Health and Wellness Solutions, on 700 AM KSEV, Monday through Friday from noon to 1 o'clock. And for more information about the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, call 281-579-3600, 281-579-3600, or go to hotzehwc.com. Coming up, what you can do.